more Sherlock Holmes 'cause I can't sleep. Because I can't sleep, not cancel. Okay. Let's go. Oh, thank you for that. That's raising tent. How are you doing? Okay, where were we?
What is this place? Where am I?
It's me and DL's Discord light. I have a lot of names to deal with. Okay.
Strangely cold. Something is missing. This cannot have been under the port of London all along. Is it an illusion? The only way forward is the abyss.
Add on the roster of dumb names. You can call me Tintin because I'm the true res.
Phew, I didn't die.
The more names, the better.
It is icy cold and pulsating.
Then we have to just jump off here. Big deal.
My heart, be calm.
And from here, we have to walk. I feel like having stupid names, it's just funnier. That's fair. Walk. Just want to stop by and say hello again, and if you're doing
Now I am somewhere else. How?
yeah, long time no see. I've been doing all right.
It's harder to breathe here.
It was great to hear. Have a good night. Stay safe. And have the most wonderful stream known to mankind. Thank you.
What is that?
That is what I'm going to jump into.
Oh no! Something revolting.
Stand here. Then stare at that eye. To keep the door open.
My head is already spinning. When will this end?
Correctly, it's go here. And there was an eye here.
The stench. A strange stone. It almost feels alive.
Done with this place.
One down, one to go.
How do I know which door to go through next?
On my head. What just happened?
Wait, is this the room that... Oh wait, this is the same room. Or... with the eye. Okay. It's the one directly in front of the pedestal. Seeing anything special. That looks like the abyss. So much fog. Oh, that's... yeah, this is what we see when we're focusing for some reason. Everything gets blurry. So, hello, soybean. Been here before. Yeah, we're playing as Sherlock Holmes trapped in some cosmic nightmare, I think. As far as I can tell. What am I supposed to do? This is just the Lost Woods in Zelda. Like. And I got one of the two stones that I need. I've been there. Maybe there's something more. There is something more that I'm missing. Do I have to like... stare at these grotesque images or something? I don't... Do I walk into them? Do it. No. Okay. More secrets. This could be an abyss. Leads me back to the center room. on, Sherlock Holmes. Do your thing. Figure it out. Oh, there's something here. Who the fuff? Whatever that is. Maybe I have to walk? Oh! I don't know what I did, but it worked.
Oh, that is truly revolting. Frozen and pulsing almost like it has a heart.
We got the second rock. Okay. Let's go. I don't understand this area. What? Excuse me? Oh. There we go. Thought the door was gonna slam in front of him. Did we make it out?
Did I get out?
What the hell?
John?
Cool.
What is it, Holmes?
What am I supposed to do? Dead man on the altar. I don't know. How am I supposed to know? Okay. Now we're playing as Watson. Just go straight in. This lantern is not the best, I must say.
Watson?
Holmes, where are you?
Sherlock? You okay?
Holmes. Holmes. Are you all right?
Fine. Watson, I'm fine. Thank you for asking.
Fine? By Jove, you should have heard the way you called out my name.
It was just a game of shadows.
I'm glad. This place gives me the chills. What are we dealing with?
Something that's finally interesting.
I'm a little concerned.
His abdomen is severely bloated.
Broken nails, dried mud crumbs.
Cyanosis of the lips, marks on the neck. This man was strangled.
Needle prick. Let's not stare at him, please.
An American passport. Amos Colby. Someone got their hands dirty painting this with blood.
Amos Colby. 20th, 1852, Boston, Massachusetts. Blah, blah, blah. Okay. What do we have here? What is this? A knife?
I've never seen a pattern like this before. Old blood stains. At least 24 pendants, all identical and made of tin.
Oh, it's those pendants that we saw. What am I looking for?
It seems made for simple experiments. I wager they could not afford a better set. This box contained a narcotic substance, much like the one in Kimihia's brazier. Black Edelweiss Institute, established 17-something.
I hope we are close to finding our answers. This place is unsettling.
Don't say. The fuck? Okay.
What on earth? It looks like the scribbling of madmen.
What are we looking for? Ah! Okay.
I told you that black cat was a bad omen. We shouldn't be
Yeah,
here.
it's all because of the black cat. Nothing else.
A small bloodstain, but not serious.
We have here scratches, bloodstains, torn fingernail.
Deep scratches left in a frenzy.
Ah.
The strength it would take to carry this crate, let alone break it.
Okay, someone was very strong. Maybe it was this. Yeah. Okay.
Miserable food, mass-produced.
Holmes, are you sure you've left no stone unturned?
I'm looking. Clothes?
These clothes are missing buttons. They were forcefully removed. Dumpra, a staple of lecturemen's attire in Nepal. gathered from dozens of people at the very least.
Oh, okay, we want to do this here? Okay. Oh, jeez, okay. What's the other scenario? Torn off and then tossed here, okay.
I must have seen this one before. That explains my hallucinations.
Watson's like, what? Hallucinations?
Oh, potent. This sensor has more narcotic residues.
Did you say hallucinations? Oh my god, there's more downstairs. What is this place? The fuck?
Who are these people?
Oh, wait, are these like the devs? I feel like it's pictures of the devs. That's pretty neat.
Seems like we're alone, but don't wander off.
What more can I examine though? Must be missing something. This big stench.
Did you hear that, Watson?
I hear you.
The fuck?
Kianak, Flegethor, Lebumna, Siaha, Inguft. Finglui, Maglanafa, Cthulhu, Merilia, Waganagal, Vatagan.
What on earth?
How is that possible? The more I try to understand, the more it frightens me, Holmes.
Yeah. Okay, let's save. Do we have to do that again? No? Okay. Or can I investigate? We looked at the dead guy. Okay, maybe there's something I need to focus on. Who is the dead man on the altar? Okay. Amos Colby. Northwood Agency in Boston. Okay. Where have the abducted been sent to? I think we need more information for this.
The more I try to understand, the more it frightens me, Holmes.
So that's another guy who tried to investigate the disappearances, but then got killed because of it, I guess. Where are the coffins brought to? I guess that's the question. Uh.
The more I try to understand, the more it frightens me, Holmes.
Yeah. The more you try to understand, the more it frightens you. Is there anything we can gain from here? Shining the pictures with my lantern. These must be the devs. That face. What's that cage doing up there? Can I not examine it? Handcuffs? So I think the question would be, where do they take these coffins? Maybe I already have the answer? Okay, let's take a look. crates in the warehouse here. Where are they being moved to? Sailcloth.
The more I try to understand, the more it frightens me, Holmes.
Anything else that we're missing? There's gotta be something.
I must have seen this one before. That explains my hallucinations.
What am I missing? This is a room with nothing but photographs.
Oh, potent. This sensor has more narcotic residues.
I'm so confused. Okay, I'm just gonna go for it. Tin box. Okay. A process of elimination. We know that we don't know enough. Facial hair for the too confident. Okay. Take off our hat. You too. What am I looking for? What am I looking for? Okay, so we got some Cthulhu cult. Abducting people. Stripping their clothes off. Shoving them into coffins. And then sacrificing them on this altar, I think. But then what? Where do their bodies go? Back into a coffin? But then where do they take those coffins? Overseas? I guess. Now the question is, what clues do I have that would point towards that? Or will I be able to find points towards that? Because this shit...
The more I try to understand, the more it frightens me, Holmes.
I get it. I get it, Watson. It's okay to be scared. Way to... They have a whole tutorial here. Okay. What am I supposed to do? What more is there to investigate? Okay, we're dealing with like a Cthulhu cult. Now what? Is this guy gonna start talking to me again? What do we have here?
These clothes were crudely cut off someone. An American, judging by the style. Fine rope work, cut by a finer blade.
We're just gonna ignore that blood. Okay. Three-dimensional drawing.
Someone used mud to draw a cross in a rectangle. Why?
Can we move our... Can we move our cursor a little up, please? No? Okay. Little to the to up. Up. Blood and human hair. Okay, what other versions do we have? No, I don't think that's it. Okay, I think this is it. Just let me remember. Strangulation. Okay, so he was strangled to death, so it must be like that. Think. Has to have been a whole group of people. Okay, I think that is the picture we have.
Many people were brought to this place. Their abductors stripped off their clothes and discarded them in a pile. The prisoners were kept in a soporific trance by the use of narcotics. A few tried to resist, but alas, in vain. After a few days, everyone was stuffed in a crate and sent elsewhere. Only one captive was left behind. He was strangled to death on this altar.
What the hell is happening, Holmes?
Calm yourself.
Whoa. It's like Alien.
Cannot be.
We're just gonna watch.
What is it? Oh my God. Please tell me we found all we needed to, Holmes.
I think we found a bit more than that.
Yet we have no clue as to where those people have been taken.
And that's where you're wrong, Watson. We have more than enough. I just need to connect the dots. How about you pack your suitcase in the meantime, my dear fellow? Just in case.
It's hard to know how much to pack. I might bring a spare notebook just in case.
Our apartment is a mess. Okay. Let's figure this out again. Tin box with Edelweiss. That must be a clue. Okay. Black Edelweiss Institute in Switzerland. They're taken all the way to Switzerland? Do we have a new outfit? The worst suit in the game. Casual detective. Glasses. Okay, let's go with that for now. Just that's good enough. Key information for a case can be found in the archives. Somewhere in Switzerland. Europe? 1700s? I don't know. Black Edelweiss Institute. Medicine? Interlaken. Interlaken? Established in 1789 by Professor Keller, the institute specializes in mental illnesses and addictions. Okay.
Dr. Watson, how does a trip to Switzerland sound to you?
It sounds unexpected. What makes you think we should head there?
It's all about the box with narcotics and Mr. Colby's clue, the cross inside a rectangle. Put two and two together, add a dash of research, and what do you get? The Black Edelweiss Institute in Interlaken, Switzerland. If we hurry, we can still catch tonight's train. As grateful as I have been for your company, Dr. Watson, I'm afraid you shall have to investigate Edelweiss alone.
Hello? Mr. Holmes, I fear you overestimate my abilities.
Nonsense. You are a military man, a bastion of British courage.
I'm no such thing. As a doctor, I avoided most combat, save for one dreadful day. My troop was ambushed in a village with innocents caught in the crossfire. Too many to help.
Man with the rosary. He was one of them?
A translator, yes. We were trapped. 6 soldiers and myself. I thought it was the end. But Lieutenant Paget refused to go quietly. The men prepared for a final stand. I rose to follow, but Paget shook his head. He told me to run. That I had other men to save. They charged, and I fled through the rear. So you see, Mr. Holmes, I am a coward.
The logic seems inescapable.
Yes.
You, a surgeon by trade, would have been perfectly useless in that conflict.
What? No.
And how many men have you helped since? Ailments eased, troubles tended?
No more than a handful. Truth be told, I have become somewhat of a recluse.
How many people could you help with 30 years ahead of you? Dozens? Hundreds? Paget was correct. You can cease your self-recrimination.
Holmes, I don't know what to say.
I would start with, I am Dr. John Watson, may I look around? The Edelweiss staff will doubtless be eager to show off their facilities to a fellow physician. I have already taken the liberty of sending a letter on your behalf to request a visit.
And what of you?
I shall be pursuing other avenues. Should you see anything troublesome or improper, simply notify the local authorities. Otherwise, try a little analysis yourself. You know my methods. Apply them.
Ooh. Visitors from space. Going meteor lands in Arkham.
Salutations, madam. I am Dr. John Watson. I was wondering if you've got word of my visit.
Yeah, Dr. Watson. We received your letter on the matter. Would it be to see Professor Gygax?
At their earliest convenience, yes. I shall try not to take up too much of their valuable time.
Wait here, bitte. Mr. and Mrs. Bronson, your girl has made remarkable progress. See? Take a look for yourself.
My apologies for keeping you waiting, Dr. Watson. Surely you understand how medical work can make one lose track of time.
Do not be sorry, Professor. I too know the importance of closely attending to patients.
The work hardly stops here, yet the satisfaction of perfecting the mind compels us to persevere.
What
I take it you welcome many a soul into your
is
establishment.
going
Admissions,
on?
yes. Visitors, though? I am curious as to what brought you to the Schwarzes Edelweiss.
Word of mouth. An article I read back in London spoke highly of your institution.
I've frozen.
But rather than
Oh.
taking its word for it, I thought I would see things for myself.
My asylum's reputation precedes it, then.
Everyone, your attention, please. Guten Day. Yes. Hi. Hello. The name's Amos Colby,
Wait.
Northwood Detective Agency, Boston. I got questions that need answers.
Amos Colby?
Who's in charge
Isn't
here?
he dead?
What seems to be the matter, Dr. Watson? You can tell me.
By Jove, it cannot be him. That man, well, the real Amos Colby lies 6 feet under in London.
No. In my line of work, it can't
Interesting.
wait. The longer it takes
If
me
you
get
wish
to
to
the
recuperate,
truth, the
Dr.
more
Watson,
lives
you
are
may
placed
avail
in
yourself
harm's
of the
way.
guest room.
But I have so much more to discuss.
Nurse, if you'd be so kind as to escort Dr. Watson to the guest room. Herr Colby, from Northwood Agency? How unexpected. I am Professor Gygax. I would be happy to answer your questions.
Should I have
in
lied?
the
I don't
examination
know.
room.
Look, Professor, unless you got any clues as to the whereabouts of...
What is happening?
There is no need to be alarmed. No one gets neglected in that.
What's happening?
Now, let's not resort to brute force.
Do not worry, Herr Colby. My methods are rather more delicate. Search him thoroughly. Then take him to the holding chamber. I need to decide precisely what to do with our guest.
What's happening? Oh, this is Sherlock. Oh, fuck.
Ah, the unmistakable scent of alcoholism. Did you walk through their doors as I did, or did they collect you off the streets?
Oh, God. I fell for that. Oh my God. I didn't even realize this was Sherlock. What the fuck?
A truncheon, not the typical tool for a nurse.
Okay. Examination room.
The final product, ready to cure madness, or to push one deeper into its grasp. Any chemist would envy the quality of this equipment. Raw materials used to formulate medicine. With this equipment, they can create any type of medication. Very sturdy. I might borrow it.
Okay. What? That sounds inhumane.
What was that? Is someone there?
No.
You there! I command you to free me at once.
I'm not sure that's a great idea at the moment.
How dare you deny me? I must have my revenge against the lickspittles upstairs.
Fortunately for you, I'm here to stop the very same people.
You are?
Indeed. But first, I must discover all I can about this institution. Tell me, have you witnessed the arrival of any foreign patients?
Tell me? The gall, the impertinence to bark such orders.
Please, we don't have time for this.
Do you know with whom you speak? I am the great Napoleon.
Oh my God.
Napoleon Bonaparte?
The one and only. Emperor of the French, first consul of the Republic, leader of La Grande Armée. Once I am free and have exacted my revenge against the guards who ridicule me, I shall rest happy in the arms of my beloved Josephine.
Right. Well, I will leave you to your scheming, Emperor.
My heart is pierced by Cupid. I disdain all glittering gold. There is nothing can console me but my jolly sailor bold.
Okay.
A certificate of appreciation from the municipal councillor to Professor Becker for contributions to the development of medicine in Interlaken.
Okay.
A simple toolbox, yet capable of repairing anything.
Cool. Gygax, I've suffered serious chemical burns upon my hand, the consequence of your inexcusable actions. My session with Gerda ended before it even began. Poor thing was so terrified she refused to talk and started to destroy everything in the room rather than let me approach her. What you did to Gerda will not and cannot happen again. Let it be known that I consider your methods of barbaric malpractice. If, as you so boldly claim, you wish to be the future of my facility, you must embody my high standards. Do not disappoint me again. Professor Becker, Director of Black Edelweiss. So he did not like her that much. Interesting.
Tubes of varying diameters. Interesting.
Also interesting. Here.
This photo was damaged, seemingly by oil. I can make out the names listed here. Cooking grease. Is this the kitchen dumbwaiter? Looks like it's still operational.
Dumbwaiter.
Speech and the Cerebellum by S.A. Becker. A painting in a mental institution. Vogel would be delighted. John Sallow, the Tulpa phenomenon. I'm somewhat of an expert already. R.G. Hill, Dr. Connolly. It appears that all the psychiatric classics were banished here.
Why all in the storage room? Guess we can go upstairs.
This sedative worked faster than I expected. Perhaps I ought to train myself. Build up a tolerance. I'd rather not sit in this chair ever again.
That's fair.
There's the guest room. I wonder if Watson was able to speak to Gygax.
More pictures of the devs, I guess. They do that.
Darn. No way I can get past him without being noticed.
Let's try this door.
Locked. I suppose the reception will be guarded anyway.
Let's go. Examine.
The unmistakable scent of alcoholism. Did you walk through their doors as I did, or did they collect you off the streets?
Okay, Napoleon.
I command you to let me out!
Okay, Napoleon. Don't think I can do that yet. Oh, we can't change clothes because we're disguised. expected he revealed my disguise. You have like syringes or something? Yeah. Do those. Find a use for the item. Search location. Okay. Metal tubes.
I'm sure I heard something. Who's there? Show yourself.
How do I put together the items? Need to know. I need to know. Did I not? Oh, I did not have the tubes with me. Fine.
This should suffice.
Good now. Thank God he didn't fall on his back.
This should be enough to avoid unwanted attention, at least from a distance. Manufactured and packaged here. This is the same narcotic substance that we found in London.
Hasten to assure you that your son is in good hands and that his unexpected development of a psychological disorder can be remedied at our facility. I'm sure you are as concerned about your son's well-being as I am, and I am confident our combined efforts will lead to a speedy recovery. The housing of our pharmaceuticals in your warehouse is an important part of this process. If you succeed at drawing officials' attention away from this precious cargo, there will be nothing to stop me from returning your son to you, safe, sound, and free of this unfortunate illness. Sincerely, Professor Gygax. I am scared of Professor Gygax. Hello. Okay.
Go away, or I will tear your lips from your skull with my fingernails.
Miss,
I'll gouge your eyes out and cut off your hands, just like you did to Heidi.
I am quite certain you would, but I'm afraid you have me mistaken for someone else. So, I take it your name is Gerda? Who is Heidi?
You talk strange. You're going to Hell's Door, aren't you? To where those other funny talkers finally shut up?
Hell's Door? To what do you refer?
Only Heidi had answers. Go away, pig!
I merely...
I said go, or you will spend your last moments on Earth screaming. This door won't stop me.
Oh, okay.
They took you away, and I'll never forgive them.
Okay. I thought I was... Better go there. Laundry.
So you're Heidi. I didn't realize I was on Haunted Doll Watch.
My God. Oh my God. What am I looking for?
Good lord, how unsettling. The damage seems intentional. The garments of several dozen people at least. Fabric burnt in the furnace. A jalabia, a traditional garment from northern Africa.
Restricted area. Let's walk in. Scribbled in Georgian. Why are these people not... Why do they not have names? Oh my god. That's the guy we were looking for. Oh my god.
So this is how they kept the prisoners docile and harmless.
My fucking...
An Orthodox reliquary commonly found in Eastern Europe, now in a cell halfway up the Alps.
Blood hid from... Discoloration is strong.
This stretcher was disinfected frequently.
Oh my... Jeez. God.
These are the same crates we found in London. I should take a closer look. Dirt and sweat. They were locked in here for days, judging by the smell. This is the same design as the one from London. I doubt that one could survive such a journey with this little water. The kidnappers even provided airflow. How generous. This trip was prolonged and perilous. A bottle this sturdy doesn't break by accident. Substantial blood loss. One poor soul found another way out.
Up here. Scratches and broken nails.
The stamp on this crate confirms it came from America. That's quite a distance to travel.
So they're just kidnapping people from around the world?
The doors can be opened for deliveries.
That looks more accurate. What? This one is wrong.
carriages were backed through these doors, and they began to unload their cargo in secret. Next, the crates were opened, freeing their passengers. Not everyone survived the journey. The dirty, exhausted, and dehydrated prisoners were then herded into cells. But all the cells are now empty, and I have not located a morgue. Time to find Hell's Door.
Somewhere near the back entrance. Okay. Oh, maybe I can talk to Gerda about Heidi.
I will make them pay for what they did to Heidi.
I believe I have found your friend.
Heidi! Oh, poor girl. What did they do to you?
Shh. It's all right now. Everything will be all right.
Please, Gerda, now I have found Heidi, I need some help from you in return.
Shh, Heidi. You should thank the man, don't you think?
Tell me all you know about those funny-talking people.
We'd hear their screams. The guards would take them down the corridor behind you and they'd disappear. And the screams would stop.
Professor Gygax seems to rule this facility with an iron fist. Do you know anything about her?
She's sick. She did nasty things to us. Separated me and Heidi just for fun. Before she got here, this place was all right.
Fucked.
Have you ever met Professor Becker?
I remember him. He was in charge here before that witch Gygax. But I haven't heard his voice for a long time. Too bad. He was nice.
That's unfortunate.
How did you end up in Block B?
The nurses say I'm prone to violent outbursts, but they're wrong. I just do what Heidi tells me.
I shall leave you two to get reacquainted.
Thank you, Gerda. Okay. Let's pin that and then do this. Ah. It shut.
Scratches. Something has been moved through here. This seems to be a locking mechanism. The whole thing must be a door.
Dumbwaiter? Need more. Gerda tell us something?
I will make them pay for what they did to Heidi.
I found Hell's Door, the one that made the foreigners silent, remember? How do I open it? Gerda, please, I cannot get inside. You have to tell me how to open it.
How can you speak to me like nothing's wrong? Can't you hear Heidi crying? Look at her! Look! She's suffering. I can't even hear my thoughts over her screams. Poor Heidi. We will fix you. I promise. We will fix you.
Leave it with me, Gerda.
You're going to be good as new.
Two buttons, thread, glue, and nails. Jesus Christ. Thread. Buttons. The glue and nails? The storage room? Let's get the nails and the glue. Let's go back to Heidi.
Will this help fix your friend?
Give it to me.
How is she feeling?
Everything will be all right, Heidi.
Oh my.
Everything.
Gerda, I have a couple of questions.
Yes, I...
Dirty little mouth, Gerda. You've said enough already. She won't speak no more. Now it's only Heidi. You helped me, and I didn't cut out your eyes. So we're even. Now go!
The fuck?
Heidi, there are things I need some clarity on.
Ask if you dare, but if I get bored, there will be consequences.
What the fuck?
found Hell's Door, but it's locked. Is there a way to get in?
Hell's Door? Never heard of it.
That's not true. You, Gerda, told me that Hell's Door makes people silent forever.
And you believe that snotty little girl? I'll personally ensure that she never dares to speak again!
Oh my god.
Professor Gygax hurt you repeatedly, scarred your body and mind. You are not protecting Hell's Door. You are simply afraid of the consequences were I to enter.
I could tap your teeth out with a hammer until you choked on the blood in bits.
You could, but then you would live the rest of your life in fear of Professor Gygax. I can make that feeling go away.
How?
I can stop her. But the key, Heidi, the key to Hell's Door is critical to stopping Professor Gygax. And I think you know where it is.
Tell him!
But you said
And now I say tell him!
the professor. She has a special key. Keeps it close and only brings it down when new people go through. Behind those closed doors, those people start to sing. Oh, they sing in so much pain.
Gygax. Of course. Thank you, Gerda. Heidi. I must leave.
Leave? You joke. Nobody leaves the Edelweiss. Now you will be with us forever!
How to get to Watson for help. Okay, so I need to get to Napoleon. Napoleon? Okay. 231324. 231324. Wait a second.
At last, you came to your senses.
My humble apologies, Emperor.
Spare me your groveling, Englishman.
Of course, you are right as ever, for you see, time is of the essence. The Royalists have risen again, and your darling Josephine needs you. Paris needs you.
Mon amour.
But the guards upstairs in reception stand in your way.
Ha! They will pose no problem for the likes of me. Merci, Englishman. When I return to Les Tuileries, I shall make you a general.
Oh, you are too kind, Emperor. Now go. Your freedom awaits.
I am coming, Josephine.
Psst. Watson. Over here.
Holmes, what are you doing here, and where did you get that outfit?
It is unimportant. I require your assistance.
What is happening, Holmes? I need an explanation.
It's quite simple. I created a distraction so that I could tell you something important, and in turn, I need you to acquire something important for me.
How can you call any of this charade simple?
Watson, we can discuss this later. Time is of the utmost importance. The kidnapped people may still be here. This is what I know so far.
What? You really found all this on your own?
Focus, Watson. I need you to find a key. It will be most unique. All the details are in my notes. Logic dictates that Gygax will keep it near her. Once acquired, you must get it to me. Perhaps the kitchen dumbwaiter could be of use.
Holmes, I can't do this. I'm no spy.
Yes, you can, Watson. You are unfailingly dependable.
Dr. Watson, visitors are not permitted back here.
I'm terribly sorry, Mr. Kuntz. After the war, my nerves, I fled all that commotion.
It is nothing. A patient attempted to escape. He will not get far. Now, if you would like to follow me.
A gun. What's so special about this gun?
Perhaps I should take this. For all I hope it won't be needed. Did a child make these? The only reason to hang something this harrowing here would be to create another patient. Blood in the water. Someone must have washed their hands here recently. What have we got ourselves into, Holmes? Miss?
I hear them scratching. Don't you hear it?
I don't want to guard block B tonight.
I want them to fly!
Minor birds, if I'm not mistaken. Beautiful creatures. How sad that they're caged here.
Give it to me. No, I don't want to. Why not?
Did you see my son? He's such a sweet boy.
Route.
I'm struggling to remember something.
Could be important.
This area is off limits. A patient has escaped.
Okay. Director's office.
Ah, Dr. Watson. Just the man I wanted to see.
Professor, I'm surprised you're not trying to catch that escapee.
Please, my time is far too valuable. I hope Nurse Kuntz has been taking good care of you.
He has certainly kept me out of trouble.
Professor, it is time for your appointment with your next patient, Mr. Wolf.
Herr Wolf can wait until tomorrow. I wish to speak with Dr. Watson.
As you wish.
You still see patients yourself, even as the director of this entire facility?
Only the important ones. And yet I rarely get to pick the brain of a man like yourself. I think it is time we got to know each other, no?
I'm afraid there's not much to know. I'm just an average chap living a rather prosaic life these days.
Dr. Watson, those of us who pursue knowledge are anything but average. Now, who are you?
In truth, I want to be a writer. Yet I often struggle to put pen to paper, to write anything that doesn't seem dull or hackneyed. So when I read about the Black Edelweiss and your work on the healing of minds, I simply had to learn more.
I suppose my Edelweiss was always destined to attract other curious minds. But before we continue, I want you to understand one thing. A broken mind can never be truly healed.
Ah, I see. So, what exactly do you do here?
It is simple. If you cannot fix a person's nature, you must force them to forget it.
That
Surely
doesn't
there are
sound good.
How naive. You remind me of a man I once knew,
The
Professor
fuck?
Becker. But we do not speak of him anymore.
A colleague?
The former director here. One day he realized that Edelweiss had outgrown him and had to leave.
Did you murder him?
Already, Doctor?
I was simply admiring your office, Professor. Apologies.
While I am pleased you appreciate its practicality and appearance, we were discussing bigger things. Was my conversation boring you?
No, not at all. I merely...
No, I understand full well. You're not seeking conversation.
What do you mean?
It is obvious. Your mind craves truth, but not in this form. You must witness a practical demonstration if you are to learn.
I'm certainly intrigued. Would that be possible?
Of course. I propose a journey between the jury of the human brain. You will not leave without being truly enlightened.
What does that mean?
Kuntz, take Dr. Watson back to the courtyard. Then tell the nurses to prepare the operation room and the girl with the door.
Yes, Professor.
Our preparations will take a little time. I will come for you soon, Doctor.
That sounds fucked up.
I hope everything is to your liking, Dr. Watson.
It's the kitchen.
Did you hear that a patient escaped? All the guards rushed off to find him.
Okay. It's the dumbwaiter.
Looks dusty but functional.
Oh, we never use that. I think he connects somewhere downstairs. I suppose it will be one less ungrateful mouth to feed if he dies out there.
That's one way to think about it. More serious treatment is necessary. My special patient Wolf will be transferred to patient room 2 on the ground floor. All of the patients must be removed from my schedule and reassigned to the other specialists at the Institute. This patient's mental state requires constant monitoring and immediate intervention to avoid undesirable consequences. Oh my god. Oh my god. What the f...
Good lord, that's a lot of records. Photograph seems recent. A commemorative photo album. Been a while since I've been in one of these.
What the f... Oh my god.
I hope you're finding your room comfortable, Dr. Watson.
I can't just leave Holmes here alone.
Alrighty then. Hmm. Can't be that. Huh. We need to go see Wolf again.
You are Mr. Wolf, am I right?
Oh, hello. Who might you be?
My name is Dr. John Watson. I wanted to talk with you, if you didn't mind.
Ah, doctor. I don't suppose you could help. I seem to have forgotten where I am.
We're in the Black Edelweiss, Mr. Wolf. It's an asylum in Switzerland, and you are one of its most important patients.
But why am I here?
That's what I was about to ask you.
I can't remember. Sorry, I can't remember anything.
It's all right. You don't need to push. Try to relax. Let the thoughts come and go. Now, what comes to mind? Mr. Wolf?
Oh, hello. Who might you be?
We just went over this.
I'm sorry, but I don't think we've met.
We were just discussing this facility, the Black Edelweiss Asylum, and why you are here.
That name does sound familiar.
Holmes, the things I do for you.
Excuse me, who are you? And who's this Holmes fellow?
I am Dr. Watson, and Holmes is, well, you could call him my imaginary friend. That's just a little joke, don't mind me.
But why am I here, doctor? Am I sick?
I'm sure I can take a look.
Oh my god, this is the old director. Oh my god.
Dear
This is Dr. Becker.
Gygax do to you?
Excuse me? Who are you?
Oh, never mind.
Oh my god.
Hello again. You won't remember me, but we've met before. I am Dr. John Watson, and you are Professor Becker. You were the previous director of this facility, the Black Edelweiss.
Professor, really? Actually, that name does sound familiar. Wait. Let me write it down. I try to recall memories through writing, but they always feel just out of reach.
As a matter of fact, I have more for you to jot down.
Oh, yes. Yes, please, anything.
Professor Gygax did this to you. She made you forget everything, even who you are. But we will play a trick on her. We will write a letter so that she learns her lesson. Put down what I dictate. Dear Professor Gygax, I bitterly regret that I let my beautiful alpine flower fall under your influence. I see now that you never deserved to sit as the director of the Black Edelweiss. You are not, as you so claimed, the future of the Edelweiss, and you never were. And by the time you make it to my cell, the police will already know the truth of how you came to be director of this asylum. Signed, Professor Becker.
There. It's done. Now, hold on a minute. Who are you?
My name is John Watson. I'm a doctor from London, a veteran of Afghanistan, and I wish to be a writer, though deep down I fear I lack the talent. And presently I'm risking my life to help my brilliant detective flatmate in the pursuit of a cult of kidnappers, even as I fear it may destroy him. I'm tired and hungry, and I have not had a good bath in weeks, and yet despite it all, I feel alive. Any more questions?
Good heavens, sir. You're as mad as they come.
Oh, uh-oh. Is the stream... Is the stream laggy? Uh-oh. Oh my god, why?
One of the patients asked me to deliver this note. It's for Professor Gygax.
Thank you, Doctor. Leave it with me. A letter for you.
Unbelievable. Kunz, with me.
Okay. Chosen ones. R has the fast selection of broken lines. They took possession of a collection of rare gems on behalf of our mutual acquaintance. Blah, a lot of money. Okay. This must be the key.
An Edelweiss relief about 2 inches in diameter. This must be what Holmes was after. Close, but I don't think this is the key. This is too small to be what Holmes asked for.
Let's go to the kitchen. Watson. Classroom. Is that an ear? A tooth?
The tooth of an adult male, likely lost in a beating. Only a couple of days old. The inside of the cuff is worn. It's been used often. The writing is mostly gone. Phonetic symbols, perhaps. A wax cylinder. There is something recorded on it.
Another one of those creepy paintings.
It's sealed tight. I can't exit the same way.
That's fun. Oh my god. Professor, trust my guide, the light of the abyss, for he shall enlighten our chosen ones. Make sure he is present, and that our chosen utter nothing but the sacred words. And lo, the trance will begin, and we will be an inch closer to the universe beyond. Your work is essential, as many of our flock do not speak our language, and time is of the essence. It would be best to work in groups, performing at least one seance per day for a week. Of course, the most skeptical members will have to be tamed by your hands. In the meantime, my work continues on a physical method to maintain the trance state through the emitted light waves of Khalid lenses. R. Is that a brain? Bank has gems. My masters ordered me to send the first shipment of chosen ones.
Looks as if it's been recently used.
Oh my god.
Ringlui Maglana Pakatulu, Rilye Wagnana Galpatagan. Ringlui Maglana Pakatulu, Rilye Wagana Galpatagan. Ringlui Maglana Pakatulu, Rilye Waglana Galpatagan. Ringlui Maglana Pakatulu, Rilye Wagana Galpatagan.
A very professional brain dissection.
Of a bird.
Dynamo machine. Provides electrical stimulation for the person in the chair. full-grain leather straps. Impossible to escape.
Get out of my head!
Your iron-fisted, devoid of soul. Find reverence for the one that trembled.
Lord.
Left your surrender your soul and become a servant of
Oh my god.
Please! No more! Stop it! Watson! John! Somebody!
wretched mortal. Do not fear what is to come. Let him rupture our world anew. Awaken! And let the
World behold!
The light of the abyss is the light from the abyss. Get out of my head.
The
A hydraulic elevator? How ingenious. Judging by the remnants of blood and flesh, these instruments were used for dismemberment. Dear God, is that body parts? Utterly inhuman. Watson?
Holmes?
What are you still doing here?
Still? I was trying to find more information. Did you think I was just going to sit in my room twiddling my thumbs?
I only asked you to find the key. I had everything else under control.
Says the man who looks like he saw a ghost.
I'm fine, Watson.
You're hardly fine. You reek of congealed blood and chemicals. What did you see down there?
Never mind me. Where's Gygax?
I'm afraid she's over there. I found her like that when I entered, on my word.
What? She was our biggest lead.
Yet another wrinkle in our investigation. What do we do now, Holmes?
Hush. Let me think. Heidi, how did it end up here?
I had nothing to do with this, Holmes. I swear it.
The pencil is buried deep all the way to the brain. Instant death. No traces of blood on her clothes. Must have got on her white overcoat. The patients here wear the same robes.
We'd better inform the local police about this.
You're right, Watson. But first, we need to determine where our case goes next.
New Orleans. damn. Taking a trip to America.
We've got what we needed, Watson. This conspiracy reaches further than we thought. I don't suppose you've ever been to New Orleans?
You are joking.
I seldom do. Let's go. There's no time to waste. There's nothing in this world that cannot be explained with logic and reason. Nothing in this world.
Holmes?
Hmm?
You seem troubled.
I'm not troubled, Watson. I am preoccupied.
That place was awful. Inhumane. It would be natural to experience some feelings of shock or fear.
Men reduced to gibbering imbeciles, numb beyond recognition, powerless to help themselves. When a doctor does go wrong, they are the first of criminals. They have the nerve and they have the knowledge.
That woman did not deserve the title. Such casual cruelty for such selfish aims.
I knew another man like that once. He treated my mother, perhaps even killed her, depending on who you ask.
My sincere condolences.
In the end, she was just a shadow of herself.
What the?
The outline of the person I recognized, but lacking all else. She was pushed until she cracked. Should you see me cracking, John, I must ask you to intervene.
Nothing compels us to pursue this matter further, Sherlock. We can return to London, report what we have discovered, let more capable hands take over.
Alas, there are no such hands. Were we to abandon our quest now, I fear no other would succeed in our stead.
We know nothing of what awaits, what dangers lurk in the darkness.
Nonsense. We draw nearer to New Orleans with every passing minute, and thus closer to the answers we seek. Those answers, for all their perversity and improbability, will, nevertheless, be the work of men. And that is a work I have studied well.
So be it.
I know you to be a diligent author, but if I may make one request. Kindly omit my mother and her suffering from your tale.
Of course.
Thank you, John.
America.
Ah, Holmes. After our trip to nippy Switzerland, I can certainly use some of this New World heat.
Do not get carried away, Watson. What we could certainly use are answers to my questions.
I know, but you look exhausted. Why didn't we find the hotel first?
We shall rest when our investigation is over, and not a moment sooner. I shall ask you to handle our bags while I search for the bank.
As you wish.
Oi! Stop it, you! Our luggage!
Good Lord, what have you done? That's my stuff.
I'm sorry, mister. It was an accident. It's fine, it's fine. I'll just put everything back. Where are the socks?
Ah, not an auspicious start, is it? Never mind, I'll handle it. You go on ahead.
What? Nymph?
Where you at, gentlemen? Here to enjoy yourselves?
Those are some big birds. What?
opals being auctioned at the banking house of E.W. Gray. Our ship leaves tomorrow morning. No room for sightseeing then. More people missing here, too.
Something. Oh, the bank. Yeah. Look for the bank. How did I find that? That must be Chinatown.
Oh, yeah, well.
Where could the bank possibly be? Oh.
Mr. Frank Barnaby, right? Auction's about to start.
Yeah. Keep Lincoln alive. Okay.
In the flesh. Now, if you'll excuse me.
Well, hold up. Written invitation first.
Can I present another piece of identification?
Nope. That's why we send the invitation.
Damn it.
Holmes, over here.
Post-auction, gems sold.
Any luck?
None. They're holding an auction, invitation only. The good news is, I know who might have one. We need to find Mr. Barnaby.
Who?
Frank Barnaby, most likely a local.
And you think Mr. Barnaby would be happy to share his invitation?
Let us first find him, then we can see if he is the generous type.
I supposed to... Goods, general store. Jewel seller. Okay. No idea.
May I ask for your assistance?
I thought no one would ever ask.
Oh.
This place has a Spartan charm, does it not?
It does. My soul will always yearn for London's gloom, but it reminds me of Cordona in a nice way.
What's that spiral thing again? It's a little creepy.
How marvelous, Holmes. A city within a city.
Indeed, those lanterns are delightful. It is as though we have been transported to the Orient itself. Locked. No one's here. Rather unassuming for a jewelry store.
Damn, he at it again. Barnaby still owes you. If he can't pay in greenbacks, he'll pay in blood.
Can I ask you a question?
I'm bone tired, but yeah, I'll help you.
Local bar, the Giddy Gator. Where?
Can I ask you a question?
No, I not heard about that. Sorry.
Barnaby, unconscious but with his eyes open.
This must be the invitation. You're stealing it?
Look, Watson. The two of you are just alike.
Oh, great. So I look like a haggard alcoholic.
Eureka!
What have you got?
An idea. First, we'll need Mr. Barnaby's clothes.
Holmes.
Watson, time is of the essence. You will go to the bank, not as yourself, but as Frank Barnaby.
Holmes, we look nothing alike.
The hat and coat will do the heavy lifting. Just stay cool, play the part, and no one will notice the difference. Trust me.
Holmes, must we really indulge in this farce?
It worked in Switzerland, didn't it?
Sure, if you redefine the word worked.
You look great, Watson. The guard has myopia. You'll walk right through.
Bad. Look like a GTA character.
Where's my cash, Frank? In the bartender's tip jar? Where's the money, Barnaby?
I'll wait here so as not to arouse suspicion.
Mr. Barnaby.
Right you are. Shop owner.
Right. Your invitation, sir?
Here you go.
You okay, sir? Seem to have the jumps.
I'm in a rush.
Come on in.
Heavens, I never seen gems so big.
I simply must have them.
Is this familiar to you?
You better ask someone else about that.
May I ask for your assistance?
It isn't possible for me to help you. I'm sorry.
Sorry, I'm just dealing with another client's request. Please wait a moment.
Okay.
This might be useful. I'll make a note.
Philanthropists.
Are you able to help me?
You better ask someone else about that.
Morning, sir, and welcome to the E.W. Gray Banking House. The auction will begin shortly. Name's Zoe Clemens, and I'd be delighted to help you.
Pleasure to meet you, Miss Clemens. I am Frank Barnaby. I do have some questions, if you don't mind. These gems are rather curious. What can you tell me about them?
These rare beauties are black opals, all the way from Coober Pedy, South Australia. When they catch the light, the dark stone becomes a brilliant rainbow. It's something special.
Forgive my curiosity, but who was the previous owner?
Sir, I ain't at liberty to disclose them details.
It doesn't say where these stones came from, no provenance, no previous owner. I'm starting to suspect they were illegally procured.
What? We would never. I can assure you these gems were bought from one of New Orleans' most upstanding citizens, a philanthropist no less. If you would like to know more, I could get my manager.
You old dog, Barnaby. Didn't think you'd sober up for the auction. An hour ago, you were 3 sheets to the wind.
Oh, you know, I hold my liquor better than most. And the auction was an important business opportunity.
An important business opportunity? Ha! What have you done with the real Barnaby?
Well, maybe I'm drunker than I thought, mister.
Mister? What's wrong, Frank? You're looking pale. Don't you recognize your old pal, Grub?
Uh-oh. Hmm. Yeah, it's gotta be this.
Sorry, Sheriff, but I don't have time for this.
Now, Frank, when I'm talking to you, everything else waits. If I want to talk, you talk. If I say jump, you say off which pier. Do we understand each other?
Yes, sir.
Good. Now, while I have you, there's the matter of your outstanding fines. I've been more than reasonable, but I'm afraid the bills come due.
Fines? Right. I'm afraid I don't have anything on me.
That's funny. Ain't you at the auction? I weren't born yesterday, Frank. Now, assault, battery, disorderly conduct, that's serious stuff. You got off easy, but if you don't pay up, things get a whole lot worse.
Look, Sheriff, I'm not actually...
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Think careful now, because Frank Barnaby only owes us cash. But fraud, impersonation, that's weasel behavior. And you know what we do to weasels round these parts. Feed 'em to the gators. So, Frank, what's it gonna be?
Here's all I have.
Mighty fine of you. The people of this parish deserve peace. They don't take kindly to visitors. Don't miss that boat tomorrow morning, Doctor.
God damn.
May I ask you something?
You better ask someone else about that.
Fucking exposed.
I told you, Holmes. I told you it was a bad plan. Now we're penniless and wanted criminals.
Hysteria gets us nowhere, Watson. Tell me what happened.
The sheriff saw right through me. He knew who I was from the start. Extorted me for every coin I had.
Bah, all that matters is what you... learned about the gems.
I shan't discuss it while still wearing that blighter's clothes. I'm going back to the boat to get changed.
GTA outfit looking.
A pox on the crew.
No, no! Was that your luggage again? I don't understand. We just got it back in order.
You know, I think the look actually compliments you. Why bother changing it?
Always a pleasure to see you regular, Mr. Barnaby. Welcome home.
May I ask you something?
No, I've never heard of it, but I can help you with something else.
There's something I can think of here.
Do you know anything about this?
Can't say I've heard about that.
Excuse me, just one question.
No, honey, I've heard nothing.
Could you help me?
No, I've never heard of it. But I can help you with something else.
Can you satisfy my curiosity?
I'm so sorry. I can't be of help.
Stairs, maybe?
Perhaps you'd like someone new today, Frank. How about Miss Trixie or Joni?
Help me, please.
I'm very sorry, sir, but I can't help you.
God damn it.
Is this familiar to you?
I'm very sorry, sir, but I can't help you.
Oh, bollocks, now our clothes are in the bloomin' water.
It was like the luggage had legs of its own. Oh, Mr. Pratchett will have my head.
I ain't sure what you did to the sheriff, but it must have been something real hairy to have him chuck your luggage off the pier.
With respect, miss, have we met before?
If you were the real Frank Barnaby, yeah, we would have. But where are my manners? I'm Lucy. And you are?
John, I didn't mean to be rude. I've just had a difficult day, miss.
Well, it's barely noon. And you've already made an enemy in Sheriff Grubb. The man starves his gators just in case someone crosses him. John who?
Watson.
Well, Johnny, if you plan on sticking around, you better change that suit, or Frank's reputation will catch up with you. And then you'll be a John Doe.
Alas, I think one of those gators is currently devouring my spare clothes.
You've got yourself in a fine pickle. All right, come on board the Nymph of Louisiana, and I'll sort you something to wear.
The nymph? Is that what it sounds like? Why are you helping me?
Well, let's just say you ain't the only one who's had run-ins with the sheriff. Way I see it, this city deserves better. Now quit your stalling and head on over to the Nymph. I'll be in room 6.
This Mr. Barnaby is proving rather useful. Perhaps you're not so different after all.
One more word, Holmes, and I'll hand you over to the sheriff.
Sorry, was that John talking or Frank?
Oh, go annoy someone else while I visit the nymph.
Well, look at you. All dressed up with nowhere to go.
I can't thank you enough. As I was saying, our journey has hardly gone to plan. We seem no closer to finding our missing people than when we left.
Well, if there were anything to know, Champagne will know it. She's across everything in New Orleans. Look for her in the fisherman's village behind the Creole Quarter.
Thank you again, Lucy. I shall make my way there now.
Good luck, Johnny. Keep out of trouble.
Ah, forgive me, Watson. The difference is plain as day. What a remarkable transformation from Barnaby.
If we're critiquing wardrobes, Holmes, maybe you can explain why you used to roll just one sleeve up. Did you get bored halfway through?
Where you at, gentlemen? Here to enjoy yourselves?
I feel much better in this suit, even if it is not mine.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I know. Yes, we go.
Tocqueville? Lafayette! Hush now. No offense, Sheriff. Them two don't take kindly to gents, especially foreigners. How can Champagne help you? Trip to the bayou? Feeding a huge crocodile?
Some other time, perhaps. Word has it you know everything that goes on round these parts.
Maybe, maybe not. What you want to know?
The bank in town recently purchased a valuable collection of gemstones from a wealthy man. What do you know of it?
Sure. I hear everything. This time I tell you for free. Next time, you pay.
Thank you.
May have been 2 weeks ago. Rich man's butler sold him some black opals.
And this rich man is?
Don't know his name, only that he from the French Quarter. Folk back in town could take you there. That's all I know. You need a boat? I hire him out for dollars. Or a bottle of you-know-what.
Thank you for the offer and the help.
Okay, I think that's a good place to stop. Okay. Yeah, the story's getting interesting. Can't wait to see what happens next in America.